Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. I am your host, Johnny, and this is where we finished with the big boy. We got pretty much most of the train, the locomotive portion done, the engine. Pixie, you're not going to have a seat, sorry. Pixie's trying to nose her way in here. So yeah, we have the locomotive done. We have, I guess, 2/3 of the wheels done. You can see they do move as long as they're pushed down. Obviously, it's not on a track, which it should be. I did get a haircut. Yes, I look, and it'll grow fast anyway. Like by the time Tubbs rolls around, it'll be like poof again. So, yeah. So I did get a haircut. But anyway, so we gotta finish up the rest of the story, the rest of the wheels for the locomotive part, and then we have to do, of course, the back end. So that's what we're up to right tonight. So let me open this up. Ooh, you know what I didn't do? Still got our sticker, the Union Pacific sticker. You know what I didn't do? I need to, hold on a second, I need to find where the time is that I was at for this. It definitely wasn't that. It was 3. I gotta look at something. Hold on. No, I don't want to end the stream. Go to my channel. See, right now we're streaming and I'm looking at my stream. There's 224. Where's the live ones? There we go. So whatever we did, not this past one. There we go. Make that nothing. And let's see, what time were we at? $3:21:46 almost, it looks like. I forgot to find this. All right, there we go. Yeah. So we are at 3. Change this. 3:21:46. There we go. All right. So 3, 2, 1. That's where we're starting at. Did it do it? Yay! All right, there we go. 3:21:46. So it's our last bag. So we're gonna see how this goes. So, well, bags. There's 2 bags there. So, yep, got a haircut today because I really needed it. For a couple reasons. First of all, racing is coming up. And wearing a headset all day would be really annoying with lots of hair. So, yeah. Get those out. Oh, we got a couple long pieces here. Put those over there. There we go. All right. There we go. So we're still going to be working on this. I'm going to, whoops, I don't want to push him out of the way. Let's move these because we don't need those yet. Slide the train over, and then we got that. So yeah, since we don't need the track yet, and in fact, I actually have a piece of Lego track that's curved, so we can actually see, first of all, if it fits together, which it should, but also you can start to see a little bit of the curve that this kind of train actually does, and how it kind of juts out and things. It's pretty cool. All right. How you doing tonight, Fab? I hope you're having a great night. I hope you had delicious food. If you've had food, if you haven't had food, I hope you do have delicious food whenever you do. Hope your week is going better than it was last week. Seemed to be a rough one for a bit. Ooh, lots of panels. So the last car, or the whatever it's called, the coal car is going to have a lot of these panels here. So, what did you have? Yeah, what did you have for dinner? I had like a beef. It was like a chili mac Chef Boyardee type thing, though it wasn't Chef Boyardee. It's probably Campbell's or something, but it was really good. I enjoyed it. Really, really tasty. I mean, who doesn't like mac and cheese in the first place? So. That plus that. What are we at? Oh, this is back too far. My instructions. I'm going to move up. 5. Okay, there we go. That's where we're at. So, okay. That makes sense. And we are going to use, so it looks like we're going to use these green pieces again that we used last week so that stuff doesn't move. So we're going to need these over here. Put them right there because we're going to use them pretty quick. And actually, I am going to move this guy on top because, well, he's not going to be used right yet. So, order pizza. Yes, good. That is awesome. And yes, she is definitely your better half. Glad you realized that. Oh. Well, maybe. So, so like they did already have green, but they have green in here too. That's kind of interesting. So, I am no fool. Well, we got a tie. We got Android and we have half Android, we have half iPhone. So. Android's better. Apple just pretends to be innovative. It would be higher for Android, but I can't vote in my own poll. It's just kind of funny. This has a lot of pieces, even more than the previous one. In fact, and tons of bags. This is a lot more pieces than the other ones, actually. Woo! It's gonna be fun to go through. All right, these 3 bags. You know what I'm gonna do? I mean, as I start using them up, it'll get easier, but well, that's fine. Just like with Macs and PCs, I mean, they both have their place and both have the things that they're good at. I just find Apple, as much as they claim to be innovative, they copy everybody. I mean, one person or one thing does it, you know, like unique, and then you know, everybody else kind of follows suit. Me too. I'm not a fan of Macs. They are still good at video editing. They still do media type stuff better than PCs, but PCs have caught up as far as like the software goes. So like they don't have the advantage they used to, I guess you could say. I'm gonna move my mouse. There we go. Put it up there at the top so I don't accidentally click something. And a few more pieces. One more bag of pieces. This is insane how many pieces are here. And how many bags. Woo! See, now if they were smart, because these are not numbered, well, unless the writing there says what bag it is. If they were smart, they would have done it 5 and 6. That would have been easier, but they did not, so here we are. So this is the front cow catcher thing and stuff, so that's what we're working on. Woo! Away we go, and we will finish this tonight. I will go until we are done. The cow plow, yes. It is indeed a cow plow. Let's get our first, just like we did with the previous wheels, so that they all kind of go together, which is smart. It's kind of how you want it to be. Oof. Okay, here's where we put our green. I guess I'll use the new ones because they're here. But this is, I mean, just like what Lego does, they did with the Concorde and the DeLorean. It's pretty smart how they do that. Let's move these out of the way because we don't need them. Thought we did, but we do. So, all right. Soldering wires. Oh, I'm sure that's no fun at all. I'm sure that just really sucks. I'm sure that's not fun in any way. All right, so we gotta get our first one here. Turn that there. And again, the green keeps everything aligned the way it's supposed to be. So that as we put these in, everything fits. I can't do it that way. I have to do it this way. Put it there. Come on. Find the hole. There we go. Alright, so I need to rotate it. Is that gonna fit? No, it's the wrong way. So I gotta rotate the gear. Get it so it's straight. There we go. Alright, perfect. There we go. Exactly what we want. Okay, so now it's straight. Oh, you're still doing them for the light. Still, holy cow. That is nuts, man. Alright. Next, for our next trick. So it is, hi everybody that's tuned in. Really appreciate you stopping by. We are working on bags 5 and 6. Right now 5, but bags 5 and 6 for this monstrosity of a train. And so we're putting in the gearing for it because this is the second set of wheels for the locomotive portion. So I need to finish my story from last week. Obviously, Vab, you know now what people didn't know yet. So to continue my story, as I said, I did not win the Death Star in the streams I was watching at the time, which were the M&R streams. Did not. Ooh, that one's bent. There's an actual bend in this. There's an actual slight bend in that piece. Well, hopefully everything stays down. Yeah, so I did not win a Death Star in those streams. However, after I finished the last M&R stream Sunday night, I switched over. It was already like, I think it was like 11 when that one ended. And you know, it was Columbus Day the next day, so I could stay up, and everyone was doing these streams, and not everybody, but a lot of people were. So I was like, okay, we get to take these off now because we did the needful. I don't want to pull you out. It's the hard part about trying to do this. As long as it comes off and I keep it where it's supposed to be, then it's fine. So, yeah, so the M&R stream ended a little bit before 11, I think. And so I joined another stream because, again, figured why not. So, and that was a Whoppy Brick stream. He's a seller up in Wisconsin, and these are tough to take off. Sliding them off without having them pull all the way out because they do grip pretty good. Well, it shouldn't matter if it does come off because the gear's where they need to be. Oh my word, that one is tough. Sheesh. That one does not want to come off. Wow. There we go. What set you got this weekend? Gizmo. Gizmo? my wife built him for LibraryCon, and Gizmo. I have to admit it, Gizmo's cute. Bigger, way bigger. Star Wars set. There we go. All right, those can go away. Don't need them anymore. Nope. All right, so not a Star Wars set. The Death Star. You said way bigger, so. So the stream was going. How's that supposed to work? Oh, I'm doing. Whoops, I was looking at the wrong one already. Dolt. So the stream was going for a while because it was, again, all these guys are selling these the figures from the Death Stars they had bought and some other stuff. So the stream went until like 1:30. Highly unsinkable. You got the Titanic. Well, no, they claimed it was highly unsinkable, but it did. It did sink. But yes, the Titanic. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. That's a good set. That's one that if I had room, it would be cool to have, but I do not have the room. Probably longer pieces are over here. Nope, those are all the panels. So it have to be over here then. I'm not seeing the piece that I need. Alright, well, let's put the one that I can find and we'll go from there. So the funny thing about the an investment, yeah, absolutely. Lego is very much an investment. It beats the stock market every year. Absolutely, it does. Let's see. I gotta find these, but two longer. It looks like there's only two of them. So, nope. So let's pile all of these over there so that they're out of the way, and I know I'm not looking at the same one. So one of the things you can do in a stream is you can actually tip the person that is doing the stream. There's one. And the tip can be any amount, really. It can be as low as $1 and as high as 100, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So people were tipping. I actually tipped the guy because I won a couple things. But I tipped the guy because he's fun to watch, and the mood was pretty cool because everybody was just having a good time, and just having fun. That late at night, everyone was kind of a little punch drunk. It was kind of funny, being goofy and stuff. And he's selling figures and just chatting and stuff like that. And lo and behold, after so long, I'm not sure what time, probably around like midnight, he noticed that he got a little notification, and it said he had been tipped a total of $1,000. So he's like, guys, we made another Death Star, just from the tips. So he was gonna, give it back, So he did that, and he was like, and so everyone, of course, is like, oh God, we could do another one. We keep tipping or whatever. We could do another one. And he's like, no. He's like, I'm not gonna push for that because it was kind of fun for the first one. He's like, but that's a lot of money, for people to tip and stuff. And apparently people didn't care because they kept tipping, for a chance at another Death Star. I mean, there was probably close to 2,000 people in this stream. So if everyone tips, obviously you get $2,000 roughly. So it's kind of funny because people were like encouraging each other and stuff like that. There were 2 people that did like $50 that were from like that ran other streams, and so like everyone was just kind of like, yeah, let's go, like kind of like doing it together, which was kind of neat. Like I said, it was a party atmosphere. Everyone was having fun. Cool things were happening. So yeah, we got up to, I think it was $1,978, and then people were like, I can't tip anymore. The tip button is gone. Apparently, Whatnot has an upper limit, and no one knew this really. It was just like, oh, we can't we can't tip anymore. So it was $22 to get to the next to get to that next 2,000 or next 1,000, and so Whoppy was like, yeah, you know what, we'll go to the I'll put in that last $22, and we'll do a 3rd Death Star. So, and this was like, we weren't, the stream was almost over. So right around 1:30 in the morning, he pulled, what goes there? Oh, okay. He pulled the 1st Death Star. I did not win that one. He pulled the 2nd Death Star. I did not win that one. Then he pulled the 3rd Death Star, and I see my name flash up. And of course, like disbelief, I'm just kind of like sitting there like just like thinking like there wouldn't be another person named JonnyBuildz, would there? Just out of that, just one of those things like this, the whole disbelief thing. And so like I'm still like not like, oh, I won. And then he says my name. He says JonnyBuildz, and it's like, huh. So, completely unexpected, obviously. So Death Star is my gift, apparently. So so I was just kind of like still kind of in shock. Went up to bed. It was 1:30 in the morning, and got into bed. And my wife kind of woke up, and she's like, "What were you doing?" I said, "Oh, I was in a couple streams because they were giving away." I didn't say I was keeping it, but we will build it at Tubbs, and I think it'll be fun for people to do. But I was like, yeah, I was in a couple different streams, people, giving away Death Stars and stuff, and so figured free Death Star, why not, give it a shot. And she's like, and what happened? And I was like, I won. And she said, no, you didn't. I said, yeah, apparently I won. She's like, nah. I'm like, I did. It came up. And she's like, well, do you have anything that's like, shows you? And I went into my email, and there was an email there that said, hey, this is coming. So, and I was like, well, there you go. So, yeah. Death Star was on its way. Well, the next day or two, it was on its way. So yeah, I won the Death Star on a stream that had like 2,000 people watching, and yeah, pretty cool. So I'm excited to build it just because it's $1,000 set, for one thing. I think this goes this way. Yes. Yeah, I definitely didn't need one, and I wasn't going to buy one, obviously. I was not going to buy one myself. I still think it's way overpriced. I don't think it's a particularly good set, especially not for $1,000 set. But, that's my opinion. But I'll get to actually review it up close and determine for myself what I think about it, which will be nice. And I'm sure the build will be fun because it's Lego, so it should be fun. I think I put the wrong things here, but they're hard to see if they have holes in them or not. That does not. Let me see. See, that's really difficult to tell whether it has holes in the bottom of it. Oh, there we go. No? That's still hard to tell. Because I have 3 of these. I'm wondering if those go on. This is hard to figure out. Is there a difference how those look? It's really, really, really hard to tell. They're the angle of their thingies. Not easy. Yeah, I don't know if those are, but I'm not seeing another 2x4 that doesn't have the holes in it. And I have to put something there. Let me look a little further. I want to see if there's any that are very specific to say, nope, that one is definitely covered. Oh wait, nope, I got one over here. Okay, they were over here before, and I was, yeah. So, it's what happens when you combine bags. So, well, you know, you got to look good for the public, right? Yeah, though, I mean, it'll be fun to build. It'll be fun to involve as many people as possible in the build. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to have people help. I have it somewhat figured out. As to like how to separate it, but they're having Empire Lug is doing, or Rachi Lug. They're doing a thing at the Corningware Glass Museum up somewhere in New York. It's not quite near Rochester, but it's that direction. That's coming up this weekend, and they were given a set. They were given a Death Star by Lego. I guess apparently there were 10 lugs that were given around the world. 10 lugs that were given a Death Star so they could build it live at an event. And so Rochester Lug is the one that gets to do that, which some of our people will be up there at it. And so it'll be interesting to find out how they do it and see how ours compares. I think I have a good... I've gone through the instructions a couple times. I think I have a good handle on how it should go, but we'll find out for sure later. So, yeah. But yeah, it was definitely a interesting night having that happen. And already some people were like, so, well, I've already gotten offers for some figures. Well, I didn't get the add-on TIE Fighter, which actually looks really poopy, I think anyway. The TIE Fighter did not, the gift with purchase did not come with it. It was just the sealed Death Star. How is that supposed to reach? Oh, that's in the middle. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's how it reaches. Okay. So it is in the middle. Yeah, the add-on TIE Fighter, though, looks really... Ooh, those are different colors, too. Dark. There we go. But yeah, so what a lot of the streamers were doing was taking apart... So they got their own... they got several Death Stars. Some of them did. and they parted them all out, and that includes the gift with purchase, because you know that was something that you know you could only get that weekend. So yeah, there is no add-on fighter, at least not that I have yet. I saw one for 30 bucks on Marketplace and thought about getting it, but it was way too far away. So did not get it. Is that the right way? No. This way. Oh, it goes all the way on top. Interesting. Okay. Weird. The swoosh. Some parts are very loose. The cow catcher thing goes in the front, right like that. Okay, here we go. So yeah, if I'm able to get the add-on TIE Fighter before we do the event, then I will. Otherwise, we won't have it. It's about as simple as it is. Well, this is that weird. This is the only orange one that we have. So, put you through there. Is that correct? Looks like it. There's two there. That's not enough. Should be another one though. Where's that black one? Oh, it is a black one. Okay, so there's a black one of these somewhere in this mess. And try to build. Move these all to the side. So yeah, if I can find it for a decent price, I mean, like they were selling online for an insane amount of money. Oh, there it is. So yeah, if I can find it online and get it, then it will be available. Otherwise, the only thing that's really has been called for, as of right now, and that's because it has to be that way. Oh, it is ridiculous. But you got to remember too, it just came out, so people are like, "Oh, I need it." Blah 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 blah. But you figure, I sold whenever Barad-dûr came out. I got it right when it came out, and I sold my my Ring Wraith thing, the Fell Beast, for 190 bucks. So, you know, go figure. People want it then, and they don't want to wait. So, I thought it was worth selling it for that much, so I did. But yes, it is a ridiculous price, and I'm not going to pay, you know, I'm not going to pay more than like 30 bucks for it. That's typical what a gift with purchase goes for. So, okay, that's that. Ooh, this goes, okay. Well, let's do the other one first. So yeah, like I said, if we get it, great. If not, you know, I'm looking. So yeah, exactly. It's none of the pieces are unique for it, except maybe the cockpit. I can't remember if it's a unique cockpit or not. But yeah, the build is not impressive. I mean, it's small enough to go into the Death Star hangar, but like it is, the proportions are so bad. It's so fat and like tiny wings. It's so awful. All right, so This one goes here. I am definitely not a fan of it. I think it's dumb. Like a lot of the Death Star. You know, who am I to judge if someone wants to, you know, someone wants to buy it for, you know, whatever amount. And the thing that I don't like about the TIE Fighter also is the fact that unless you got it in the set when it came out, that went on. Okay, good. You weren't going to get it, and like, it obviously is part of, you know, the Death Star itself, and they made it, you know, unless you got it that first week and bought the Death Star, you weren't going to be able to get it. So like, it's kind of silly. So let's go. We got another 2x4 over here. Maybe. There it is. The grabby arms were over there. So yeah. And if you wanna do that before Tubbs and just bring it, that would be cool. Like bring it and build it there. That would be cool. Because it does fit. Because it has that little hanger thing. It does fit. Alright, so our cow catcher is starting to come together. A little hard to see with all these pieces that are around, but we're getting there. We're starting to have things happen. So look where the pieces are at. Well, that's dumb. I don't like whenever they do that. So, it's like, you have, you know, 1x4. You put this 1x6 on, and then you put these 1x1s on either side when you could have just done more 1x6s. It's silly. But that's what they did. So yeah, so I wanted Death Star unexpectedly, and because it is a gift, because it is a blessing. Oh, there's only 2. Crap. Ugh. Because it is a blessing, I want other people to be able to enjoy building it as well, if possible. So we're going to have as many people as we can building it. And I think I have it divided pretty good. The hardest part is the fact that the base kind of has to be built first before you can start doing the modular parts. But I do have figured out a couple spots where other people could be building base parts, and we put them together. The base isn't particularly difficult, but it takes up the entire first bag. So it's like, eh. And I don't want people to be waiting while I'm building. So. So I don't know, more to figure out. Okay, here's the first part of the cow catcher. We're gonna put that on here. There you go. Oh, we gotta put the whole thing together now. Has to be 3 3 ahead. Oh, it fits perfectly right there. There we go. So we're starting to get the next part. So this will be the front part here, and the circular parts go, you know, underneath where they were set up from earlier. Oh, we gotta do this. Yeah. So we have another long Technic type piece that goes in there. I didn't see a second one. Maybe it's still in the bag. There's definitely that weird color, that white color, and this goes in there. Eh. There we go. It might be in the bag. I don't see. I do not see another white Technic piece there, so. Problem is not knowing why it wouldn't be in the big bag. Does not feel like it's in the bags. So, where is it? Am I blind? Am I not seeing it? Is it in another bag? Or what? Where is it? I'm sure people are buying the pieces for it online and stuff. Of course, people, I don't understand why people also, like, I have no problem buying used. I mean, new is cool, obviously. Nice to get things new. But, like, if the pieces are apart, it's already been opened, depending on the set, like, I really don't care. It doesn't need to be new to me. I mean, that's the thing. It's new to me. It doesn't have to be a completely new set. Huh, I'm really kind of stumped, unless it slid under the train. It did not. Ah. Oh, what's wrong with it? Bricker Builds, I mean, they're supposed to use genuine Lego, and the Pikachu was a good build. It was fun. And, I mean, the pieces were good. So, where is this? Huh. I am not finding this next piece. 2, 4, 6, 7. It's just like this previous one that I put on already. That's in there. I'm stumped. We used 2 for that. Oh, that is it. Okay. I thought it was shorter, but it is not. Here it is. Here. Now we do the next thing. Wait, so you bought, you didn't just buy instructions, you bought the whole kit and caboodle, right? is gray. This is lighter gray. Okay. And that is how long? 6. Let me check that. Got the amber mosquito. Oh, okay. I got hat on that. Oh, yeah. No, Bricker Builds. I was gonna say if you get from Bricker Builds the bricks, you are going to pay more because they do the organizing of it. Blah blah blah. So yeah, if you don't want that to be the case, definitely don't buy the whole thing. Just buy the instructions. So yeah, and they don't make any. They don't make any pretending that they are cheaper as far as like the Lego bricks. Like, they never say that. Alright, oh, we gotta do small wheels. No, these are... These? No. There we go. I think. Yeah, so... Oh, right. Okay, well that's cool. That's good. Yeah, this has a lot of rubber things. Put that around. This is the little front of the cow catcher thing. Well, the LED light will definitely is going to make it cool. So. Yeah. So far, this build has actually been pretty cool. So, like, I've had some issues because of the coloring that they have. Other than that, it's been pretty good overall. All right. There we go. And this is an... Is that an 8? It is an 8. That's a 6. So we need an 8. Unless that is a 6. Unless I'm blind, which I could be. Oh, nope, that's a 6. I was blind. Yep, when he picked up his hammer and saw. You lie, said his wife when she hit him over the head with a hammer. This is so weird looking. Oh, next part. All right, we got to do 2 more of those small wheels. Not these super tiny wheels, but these. Nope, nope, those are the super tiny ones. These ones. I'm guessing there's enough rubber in here for this thing. But there's a lot of wheels too. There really are. It's kind of funny. Okay. All right. More complicatedness. Look at this. It's just like piece upon piece. I mean, it's to make it so it can rotate and wiggle and move a bit, but it is kind of funny to put it together. This piece. This is the last of our little red Technic. And I know once we get to a certain point, like, we won't be building all this Technic stuff anymore. We'll be going through like actual build process. And this gets this together. I will say this, their Technic pieces are easier to put together than that stupid gorilla was. Okay, so on the back here, now we're finally back here. Put 3 of these on. Oh wait, I forgot those. Oh, that's interesting. So you can go in the middle. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. 1, 2, 3. And then that goes on gray. Yep. That just looks so weird to me. All right, 6 by 2. By 1. Wow, they made that a really small part of the build. Jeez. They don't know what old people are building. Like, our eyesight is not good. Used to be better. And a 4. Interesting. We put on these corner pieces. They actually, and surprisingly for a Lepin style set, I'm not 100% sure this is Lepin or not. I think this is who Lepin became. They actually have a good bit of detail, surprisingly. Go. This is for the back, I'm assuming. Well, no, this would be for the middle. Oh, this is the bottom of the cow catcher thing. Okay. So weird. So weird looking. All right. 2 more corner pieces. We're starting to get pieces out of here so that I have more room. So. The oh, is that the robot thing? I'm thinking Asimov. Ooh, tossed that almost. Oh, the giant. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I couldn't think of what that was. Can you flip over? Two more reverse grips. I thought that was coming. There's one, there's the other. All right, perfect. Did not mean for you guys to turn in. You should be straight. There we go. And 4 more of the greets. Does sit ahead, okay. There's the rest of them. It actually works pretty good. So, this is the actual cow catcher part that we're doing here. There we go, upside down. It goes on here. It's not going to grip very well. Like it's going to snap in, but there's like it's very loose, but there we go. Nope, you go ahead, one more. Oh, now I remember the name. Now I remember. Yeah, I can picture the plane now. The plane. Ding. All right. Now we're gonna do the back over here. I don't have any more 2x4s, so I'm gonna have to use these because I'm not sure. You know what else to do, because it's really difficult to see how they did anything else. I'm gonna double check back here, because that's the car. This part's gonna go easy. It's just a whole bunch of bricks pretty much going together. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how I'm running out of 2x4s so much. But I have, and I have, again, these ones with the holes in them, but I don't see any specific way that it tells me that they are supposed to be the ones with the holes or not. So, yeah. This is low quality of instructions, and they're not gray. So what I'm gonna do is take off this one, maybe. Might not want to come off. It's not Lego. So I did the unthinkable. Well, the bricks themselves are pretty decent quality. They really are. I've been surprised at the non-Lego bricks, and pleasantly so at their quality. So I got it in there. because they don't specify very well. And I'm just going to do that. And then I have 2 more of those. Somehow I think I'm supposed to have a 3rd one eventually, but yeah, we'll see. All right, so back to this monstrosity. And it is a monstrosity. Oh, we got silvery parts that are painted. Oh, it's one of those. It's a shaft with a cap on the end. Shows 2 of them, so. Well, and that's totally fine. Yeah, you can be a purist. I used to be a purist, and then I realized Lego doesn't do everything, and they don't necessarily do the things that they do well nowadays. I've been disappointed in some of their stuff lately, actually a good bit of it. So how's that supposed to work? Oh, that's the wrong thing there. I was like, why doesn't that come together? But it's a different thingy. I'm gonna poke it out. Okay, it's supposed to be one that has those things. Make sure I did that right. Otherwise I have to take apart more. Nope, that was correct. So there should be one more that's similar to what I just put in, but has a little has a thing for a shaft into it. And it's not you. Oh, yeah, it is you. Put you in the wrong way. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so we got to put this in this. So this goes in here. Somehow? Oh, I see. Ah, okay, so that doesn't go in there. I'm gonna take you off. These are tough. So their grip strength is actually pretty good. Well, that's weird because there's no gear that goes there. But it goes up against there. Okay. That goes there, and then that comes down. So this whole thing is like movable. That's what it's supposed to be. That goes down, and how's that supposed to work? This is, like I said, the instructions are definitely not the best. Does that go all the way through? Oh, I see. All right, this has to be done a little bit differently. The other way. This. Ah, that makes more sense. All right, so that goes there. And this goes over top, or through. Maybe. Kind of locks that into place. Once you find the hole and it goes through. There we go. So this whole thing is allowed to move the way it's supposed to. Still weird because it seems a little bit off, but weight is going to push it down. So. Let's go back to here. That goes through. And once everything is like pushed up, like right now the back end is pulling it down. So once that's finished and everything is pushed up, then it'll be better. Go. And little radar dish. The black hole stud thing. There it is. Sorry, I didn't read that yet. A lot of Lego sets hasn't been on it with the bricks and soda. Oh no, absolutely. The bricks have always been amazing quality. Always has been. Like, even from the beginning, you know what I mean? So. I definitely hate dealing with 1x1 pieces. Definitely hate it. Wait. Wrong thing. That's an arm. I need a non-arm. I need a thing that goes into an arm. There we go. Next. Right, and because you do custom things, that makes sense. Ah, I need a bigger shaft. There we go. Oof, that could be bad. Like it wasn't even, so I was trying to get that figured out. All right, 2 more of these. 2 more of those. 2 more arms. Alright, oh, more arm, jeez. More arm pieces. So, little guns with arm piece, and then another arm piece, and then the smaller shaft. Ooh, come back. Oh no! Dropped it. Gotta start all over. Boo boo. Yeah, their building technique does leave a little bit to be desired as far as things staying together completely. But overall, the design is pretty good. Overall. There's one more arm. There it is. I was like, where did you go? I have no idea. Not here. I know she wasn't feeling well today, so maybe she is sleeping. I hope she is. I mean, like, if she's not feeling well, hopefully she is sleeping. So there we go. All right, big wheels. So let's turn it around. Okay, so these big wheels need, and then we're gonna do the drive thing like we did earlier, or not earlier, but last week. Which is a pain to put together, but you know, it's part of the overall thing. So. Oh yeah, definitely it is. Different strains of the flu are going around. I mean, like it's hitting everybody, I think. I luckily I've had a little bit of congestion, but that's about it. So, all right, there goes. Woo, those are so close. Ah, where'd you go? Okay, those go upside down. Okay, here we go. Now these smaller wheels do not get rubber on them because they are not drive wheels. I mean, they do help, but you know, they're just up against. All right, that is a lot of wheels, a lot of train wheels. All right, and let's build our shafty thing. So those. Well, most of these pieces are shiny pieces. Ooh. A lot of them anyway. So this goes here. Essentially what we built last week, or 2 weeks ago. It is, and I'm actually happy about that. Like, they actually have shiny pieces throughout this build, which is cool, because that's the way the actual one is. It has gray pieces, it has dark gray pieces, but it also has these you know, flashy, shiny pieces. So I'm glad they did that. Oh. And again, it's so small, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell which way something goes in. Oh, yeah, that would be kind of cool. These are cool, how they work though. So it's pretty neat. Okay, so this goes through there, and down this far on these three. Yes. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. So you got the whole, you know, thing that moves right there. Doo-doo. All right, same thing on the opposite side. Then we're gonna get ready to do the next thing. So we're getting there. So this goes opposite because one is up, the other is down. Okay, the two smaller wheels, same thing. It's close enough though. All right, let's build the other one. Doo-doo. Again, annoying, but actually a pretty good design for this part. Alright, that goes in the end. There should be one. Uh-oh. Wasn't a super important piece, but I am missing the one that is supposed to go in the end here. I don't see it. There should be another nice silvery piece that goes in the end that this can go on to, and it's probably buried underneath another piece. I don't think it fell though. Could be in the corner of a bag, though. Nope, that's not it. That's the special piece from last week's set. In the corner of a bag here, maybe? question is, where is it? Would have been, I think, in this group of pieces. But I just does not see it, so might have this thing be a little floppy. Obviously, if I find it, I'll put it on. So. All right, same thing. These three go on here. And try and find the other piece later. My luck, it turns up. Hopefully. Otherwise, right now, it's just going to sit there going blah, 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 blah. So, I'll put you over there. All right. Then I'm like, okay, screw this. We did this part. We did the cow catcher thing. Oh no, Mr. Bill. So yeah, set that aside for a moment, and now we're gonna build the cow catcher, or not the cow catcher, the other thing. What is that called? The other cart. All right, so we're starting off with, is it dark gray or is it black? I do believe it's dark gray. It's, again, so hard to see. So we have a dark gray. This is 2, 4. This is 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. One of these, and then a smaller one. Too small. There we go. So we're starting off with that. Putting I think those are all black. See, that's the hard part again. It's hard to tell whether this is gray or it's black. So I'm going to start off with the gray ones because I do have a lot of them. See what we come up with. Oh, yeah, I guess that's called the tinder. I guess that would make sense. Flip it over. 2 of the 16s. Oh no, that's just 1 2 of 16. Goes over here. 2 by 12 goes there. There, all the way on. And this one just hangs out here. And you flip it over. And that one goes there. Aha, so I did do this correctly. We did all these gray pieces get used up first. Look how long this tinder car is too. I mean, it's just, it's gonna, this whole thing is super long. That's why they give you a bunch of track, but man, super long. All right, now let's just start building. A lot of block pieces. Go on the side here. And then 10 times we do this. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. And then all these curve pieces go there. is it? Almost 9:30. I think we'll get this done. It'll be very close. It'll be very close. Again, a lot of this is now just block pieces. A lot of it is. And that'll help clear things out so I can have room. All roads lead to room. To 3, 4, and we this is bag 6, so yeah, we're doing again a lot less small pieces. Bunch of 6x2s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a couple 2x3s. And over here. Ooh. Now the quality is a little bit off because I can see the bend in the pieces. Just a slight bend. This should help it, but it is kind of annoying. Right, 2 more of those. A whole bunch of these hanging down. I'm probably actually, well, it'll go all the way across. I will not have, whoops, I missed a step. Went just a little bit ahead. One step. Nope, it is definitely a little bit of a bend in there. So, but whenever you do a lot of plates, sometimes that does happen. 2, 4, 6. There's definitely a bit of a bend to it, but doing this is helping pull it down. Yeah, it does. Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you're doing a lot of flat pieces all the way across. I keep looking at 2 different steps. My bad. I had the first part of it right, then I went to a different step, and it's messing it up. That's an 8, so that one was correct. The other 2 were not. And another 8. A bunch of them over there, hanging out, just chilling. No. I already did that. I put another 2 by 1 and I was like, no, it doesn't need to be there. So this weekend is race weekend. We are racing at Pit Race Saturday and Sunday. I will definitely... It's going to be busy. I have 3 drivers, and we've got to keep track of things. The car still has not been started yet. It should be started tonight because we got the engine in 2 nights ago. And last night we got a lot of this stuff connected, but not everything yet. So tonight it should be fully together. At Pit Race. Pit Race is in Koppel, PA. Or I guess technically Wampum. But who wants to go to Wampum? But anyway, yeah, we're racing at Pit Race. Last race of the season, of the year, and potentially last race at Pit Race. We don't know what's going to happen to it. They announced last night that they were the couple that has owned the racetrack for a while, for like many, many years, was selling it. We don't know anything other than that. That's all we've heard. So yeah, we don't know what the situation is. We're hoping, I'm hoping at least, that they're selling to somebody that wants to continue racing, because it's been here for a long time. Lots of people have gotten their start in racing here. So, but it very well may be. It depends on what they're going to do with it. So, but we don't know anything more than that. There's speculation all over the place that like it could be a data center. Which, gosh, I would hope not. That would just be stupid. Especially with all the, I mean, like they're even like right now they're building like new garages and stuff, new grandstands and everything for it. So it's like, why would you put all that work into it and just be like, I mean, that would be a ton of money to like waste. Like they would have to be compensated for all that, obviously, and that would just make the price huge. So hoping that it's going to someone that does racing. So we will see. That all is up in the air. But as of right now, this will be the last race there. So it's kind of cool to get to race there. Bittersweet, kind of. So we're hoping to have a really good showing. There are other tracks around. There's Nelson Ledges. There is Mid-Ohio, which is actually the IndyCar has raced there for many years. So there's those still, but I mean, this one is very close by, so kind of holds a special place. Yeah, but this one doesn't make sense because, first of all, it's way out in the middle of nowhere. Data centers don't do well middle of nowhere. I mean, there is a substation right nearby and a water tower. I mean, they need a lot of cooling. So in that regard, it's kind of makes sense. But at the same time, like, they're nowhere near for like infrastructure-wise. They're too far from things. It doesn't doesn't make sense overall for what data centers need. So I guess we will see. It's all up in the air. No one knows. But like I said, there's a lot of speculation. People have gone to borough meetings just to see what is. Nothing has been said beyond what's already, just that, hey, right now this is the last one. So oh gosh, no one would want that, except for the residents that like have had to live near the track for however many years. I mean, that's the yeah, solar farm also doesn't make sense. I mean, there's so much that would have to be cleared. Again, there's way easier places to do that sort of thing. So, but who am I? I'm not a developer as far as like land goes, obviously. So, all right, big box, big giant box. Okay, that's a 4. And, oh, that's weird. for crypto. Yeah, let's hope not. Let us hope not. That would suck. That would be a horrible way for this place to go. You know what I mean? That doesn't really make sense. So it says put this on. Put these on the side here. But then it says this thing is supposed to hang out here. But there's nothing for it to hold on to. That's really weird. So I have to put that on after the next phase. Because I'm looking in here. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That can go on. But this can't go on until I put on the a bunch of these flat pieces. Six pieces. All right. See that they should have said in the instructions, hey, do this first. Man, it's hard to get that in there. There we go. So we'll see. We'll see what it is. We'll see what happens. I'm somewhat optimistic because of how much has already been put into it that it'll be fine. But I mean, obviously I can be wrong. So, but I'm hopeful. I tend to look, always look on the bright side of life. No, I won't whistle because I cannot whistle. So. Alright, and that's a 1x8 that goes here. Life seems jolly rotten. There's something you've forgotten. That's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chums. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. That was one thing that was always fun, is at the end of BBC America or PBS, I can't remember which one it was, they always played that, which was fun. All right. We got more of these arm things. Look how much that just putting on all these things, like it just cleared out so much. In a short amount of time. What am I looking for? 1x1s. And 2 more 2x2 tiles. Ah, nope, that's a different song. And I still can't whistle, so not gonna happen. it just can't. I mean, that's all there is to it. Isn't that that's what Snow White told the dwarves, right? Or did they tell her? I can't remember. That's the part they did, right? That's weird. Hold on. that should work. Oh, that's not down all the way. I was like, why does it not fit? That's why. There we go. They told her, okay. It's been so long since I've seen Snow White. So. Not one of my favorites, simply because I know it's one of the first classics, whatever. Like, but like, her voice is so shrill. Ugh. I can't stand it. Oh, that got connected. Like, it is so very shrill. There we go. Let's start putting these thingies on. It starts kind of pulling itself together, which is good. It should. All right, there's our tinder. Is it tender or tinder? Pretty sure it's tender. All right, so we do. Oh, we got these guys to do things with. 1, 2, 3. I'll have to do this 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a tile. 3. So that means there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these smaller wheels. And they all need rubber gaskets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Okay. Now before I do those, I have to put 3 of these on per. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey Dusty, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Have you gotten a chance to build your what was it, a rabbit thing? Was it a rabbit Minecraft set that we sent you? You have a note. You have a note. What is your note? Tell me your note. And perfectly fine to be late. I'm just glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. I haven't seen you in a while. Get on there. Oh, you have a note for being late. Oh, okay. What is your note? That is not staying on there. So, let's see if I can just stretch it and then. Oh. Does not want to stay on. Let's try a different one. It just wants to roll right off. Those stink. Pizza! Good thing these are not drive wheels, but still, the rubber gaskets are a little too tight for these, and I don't think they went on the smaller one because I think they were the same size. Well, it sort of stays on if I put it on the... put it in there. The pizza, yeah. So how you been, Dusty? What you been up to? Yeah, that's not gonna work. There's rubber. Things just want to fall off. There's not a ridge for them to be stopped against. So they just kind of roll right off. Well, we'll hope for the best. And assume the worst, right? Something like that. I mean, it is with the things in there. It is keeping the rubber on there, so. Oh yeah, absolutely. You definitely have to. That's why I was asking. I was like, I haven't seen you build it, so hopefully you still have it. The Pittsburgh Pals were so excited to be able to sign that for you that I was able to get it to them before sending it out. So I'm glad it was able to happen. I liked watching your unboxing. It was fun. Oop. I gotta make it so that this doesn't roll whenever I pull it on. And then it seems to stay all right once I put it in there. So I don't know if you heard, Dusty. I won't do the full story. You can go back and listen. But I want a Death Star. It's so weird, but I want a Death Star. All right, so these go in between here. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. All right. 3. Decor star, whatever. Same thing. All right, so that's there. Get 2 more of these. All right, we're gonna do 4 of those. There. We're gonna do 2 full sets of these again. Yeah. Such a pain. So it will be built in a couple weeks at our event in mid-November. So looking forward to that. Oh, there's 2. I was like, I don't have enough of the rubber things, but it looks like there's 2 more hanging out over to the side here. Just enough. How about that? So I will be... that one wasn't done good enough. I will be streaming some racing. But again, I have 3 drivers that I have to keep track of, and keep track of all the stuff going on during the race. So I probably won't be streaming till the end. Well, thank you, Dusty. I really appreciate that. We should, like I said, we'll be building that the middle of November. So. One, two. We're almost done, and I think we'll get this done in time. I think. What is that? Oh, that's a weird thing. What is that? Oh, that's the, where is it? I took it out and moved it to the side so I would, because it wouldn't be in the way, and I moved it too far. So, oh, it's this thing. Where is it? There it is. It's our special piece. So this goes on the end here. Lurkers. Lurkers are funny people. But are they really people, even? No one knows. Ooh. Needs to go down more, so that can go on top. Okay, here we go. First doohickey. That's gonna go on the back here. They don't really show you. There we go. Ooh, that I just pushed the whole thing down. It didn't want to snap in. I just pushed it. There we go. That might be in the wrong spot. Sweet. So if this is here in the middle, we're going to make sure that this turns, and that would be too close. Or maybe not. Nope, that looks pretty darn close. That looks like what it's supposed to be doing. All right. Man, I got to push down on that. All right. So we got these two things here. So there's a person in our lug playing with echoes that has two of these that he built. I don't think he used this as a base model, and these I believe are bigger than the ones that he built. So it's kind of interesting knowing how they look and seeing the difference with these things. It's kind of interesting. I wonder if it works better or if it works worse. You know what I mean? Okay, ladders. Other ladder. Oh, nope. Only one ladder, apparently. Alright, so. Doesn't stay in there very well, but. Again, cheap Lego, right? Or cheap knockoff Lego, something like that. Ooh, and it looks like I only have 3 more of the rubber Googies. I don't have another one hiding over there, so apparently I was shorted one. Oh well, it's all right. One less that I have to put on. So, the build itself is not bad. For the most part, the pieces go on pretty nicely. The problem is the coloring of the instruction. It makes it really, really, really difficult. So that's my biggest gripe. Most of the pieces go on well. I like the silver, like, because Lego doesn't do that. They used to, like the chrome. They used to do that, but. And you do not get a thingy. So yeah, it's not bad. The grip strength of everything is pretty good. Sometimes too good. Yeah. Sometimes the pieces do not go on each other very well. You have to Yep, that was correct. That was correct. I did one too many though. Gotta get them apart. Yeah, whatever Lepin became, this is what that company is. So, now there is a build that Lepin came out with not way back, but a while ago, that I am very interested in actually pursuing, getting Lego pieces, of course, and that is. And I've seen a couple different varieties of it. But since Lego won't do it, I want to do a Nebulon B frigate. Because I think that would be amazing. Awesome. Okay. We are almost done with the pieces here. Oh, wait a minute. Did I put on... Where did I put that? Aha! There's our missing silver piece. It's supposed to be a gold piece. Exactly the same thing, pretty much, but... Again, the instructions are not the best. Or this light. This light's supposed to be what goes on there. Of course, a train needs a light. So this is what goes on here, so we can allow our thingamajigger here to go all the way through and connect up. Okay, cool. All right. Yay! All right, let's put that over there. We're finishing this up. Okay, last piece, and now final assembly. So this is interesting. So we take, where is it? So we take this, yes. Okay, This is how we assemble it all, okay? So we take this, put this in there so that they're hooked. All right, we'll catch you later. Thanks for tuning in, stopping by, all that fun stuff. You are awesome as always. Okay. So wheels, so those are correct. This goes here, this goes here. This is gonna be interesting. All right. Oh my word. So I need, where did I put that? I need our track, otherwise this will not work very well. So let's move these out of the way. And let's assemble our track. Ooh. Okay. Do snap tightly. Ooh, this is going to be very close. See, now, track should not be that hard to snap. It really shouldn't. Alright. And one more, because apparently this thing is super long. I don't think I need that, so we'll do this. Alright, so let's put it on the track. Alright, oh, it does grip. It does grip. Alright. So there's our front. This is the next part. Oh, I am going to need that last piece of track. This is so weird, so wild. Just weird how it all goes together. Yep, definitely going to need that last piece. Alright, do a wide move, Falcon. Bye-bye. And I dropped myself. So. And I dropped myself again. Different myself. Yeah. And I dropped myself again. Third myself. As a chicken. There we go. Alright, so that goes there. Man, this is barely gonna fit. Okay, so alright, I'm gonna take this off of there and do this separately. Because I know that's gonna push through. There we go. Okay, our tinder, I think they're in wrong holes. I think they need to be moved a little bit further out, but it'll work for this for right now, okay? So now our big boy, so the way this is designed is these turn independently so that like they can both move and he sticks out. It's kind of funny to see. Ooh, I almost have those perfect. Oof. Come back. There we go. Alright, well, let's see if I can do this back part first. Yeah. Come on. Don't collapse. Oh, he is on there. He's on that one. Not quite on this one. Come on. So close. Why do you not want to go on? There we go. All right. Oh, that's because everything shifted over one a little bit. There we go. And that shifted, and now this has shifted. Ugh. There we go. Got it. Everything's on there. There we go. Woo! And that part is weird. There. Got it. Everything moves. There we go. Yay! We did it. Ooh, gotta pause, gotta pause, gotta pause. And pause. There we go. Just a little bit over 10. So, ooh. So they even show you what to take off so you can, like, motorize it. Like, hey, you can pull this off. But there we go. Look at that. That thing is big. That thing is big, and it definitely needs some different building techniques so it works better. Not gonna lie though, this is pretty impressive. This is, if this was, you know, if it was actual Lego, this would be very impressive. It is a cool. Look at that, and the wheels all move. The funny thing too is, like, if there was motor in it, there would be so much weight on this thing. All the wheels would move. Right now they don't all move because there's not enough weight in the front to push down everything. But that's pretty cool. Obviously, I don't have enough room to do a curve so that you can kind of see. What happens is, again, these are independent of each other. So on a curve, like whenever you're approaching a curve, this part would move this way. This front part would move this way, like turn this way. This part would still be going straight. So this part, like the engine itself, would hang off over the curve like this while it's following along. It's kind of a goofy looking thing. But really cool. It's the biggest steam locomotive that they created. So yeah, that is awesome. I mean, it was challenging, nicely so, but yeah, it works. There are definitely some things I would change and adjust for this. You're supposed to be on there. There you go. But other than that, I think it turned out pretty cool, and it looks good. I mean, it really does. I think the coloring. Especially with the silver and stuff, I think the coloring looks really good. All right, so that wraps it up for the big boy, and he is a big boy. Next week, it starts getting ready for winter, and that means we have to do the Big Fig Santa Vader. That means we're going to be altering. So we're going to build the Big Fig, and then we're going to alter it so that it is Santa Vader instead of Santa Claus, because he's going to be part of a bigger build coming up for Winter Trolley. So, yeah. So, tune in next week, and that's what we'll be doing. But until then, as always, may the brick be with you, and keep on building. We'll see you next time.